Yelling, as Fox 4 first showed you last night, stopping a Golden Gate Estates neighborhood meeting in Collier County about potentially rezoning a subdivision to allow a more than 300-unit apartment complex. The project comes as Fox 4 is still hearing from development experts.
Definitely was heated last night, but they say new construction is the key to solving the affordable housing crisis. Fox 4's Caitlin Knapp continues her months-long coverage of the housing crisis here in Southwest Florida. And Caitlin, we're talking about developers here.
Yeah, exactly. Through my months of reporting, I've shown you how developers say more density, meaning the ability to build bigger, like this blueprint of the proposed 311-unit apartment complex, will help with housing and rental costs. But what happens when you add those who say do not build in my backyard to this equation?
$1,350, $1,450, $1,700.
From people living it to the experts, we've heard this time and time again.
We've had this significant surge in growth over the last couple of years.
With growth, FGCU real estate professor Dr. Shelton Weeks has also suggested solutions for Southwest Florida's high rental costs.
To come in and add supply, to grant them additional density, to incentivize them.
Them as in developers, building or trying to build in Southwest Florida, like 13-floor investments. That was Monday night in Collier County.
Build it in Port Royal!
Several Golden Gate residents opposing this, changing zoning rules so a high-density 311-unit apartment complex at Vanderbilt Beach Road and Collier Boulevard could be built.
But what it really comes down to is making sure our county commissioners know that we don't want apartments in Golden Gate for a number of reasons.
Adam Riccadello, like many others here, say the current low-density rules should not change. That basically means he and other residents get a lot of land, 2.2 acres per home. While more housing is needed for Collier County, many residents say that they do not want this apartment complex there. Is there any other solution if they don't want this high density in their area?
At the end of the day, if we don't provide affordable housing for the folks in our market that need housing, the folks that are supplying critical services, first responders, teachers, things like that, the markets can solve this problem. But it solves it usually through wage.
Weeks has told me before there's no one solution to the housing crisis, but something needs to change to get a handle on it.
At the end of the day, it's that question of the trade-off. We know that there's a housing shortage. So how do we figure this out?
Now, in just the last 2 hours, I heard back from the lawyer of the land's applicant. He says, in part, quote, "The purpose of last night's meeting was to provide the public with the details of the project. We were not given the opportunity to provide the details of the project. Therefore, we don't believe the public fully understands the project, and we look forward to the opportunity to explain the details of the project and address any comments or concerns the public has." Now, Peninsula Engineering, the company that represents the developer, tells me there's no plan at the moment to have another neighborhood meeting. As far as what's next for county commissioners, they plan to have a public hearing about the rezoning at the June 28th meeting. Live in studio, Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.